Welcome. Today we're going to be talking about our first Gemara, the first 4 steps in our Gemara. Step 1 is the Mimra, the statement that we're going to be discussing, that the Gemara brings down is as follows. It's from our Mishnah. Tefilat HaShachar ad Chatzot, Rabbi Yehuda Omer, ad 4 sha'ot. Shacharit, according to the first Tana of our Mishnah, which is anonymous, we call him Tana, Kama. Tana means a Chacham of the Mishnah, a Rabbi of the Mishnah. Kama means the first. So therefore, Tana Kama is the anonymous rabbi of our Mishnah. It says you can pray Shacharit half of the day, the first half of the day, meaning in a perfect day from 6 a.m. being sunrise to 6 p.m. being sunset. Half of the day in the 12 hours of the day would be till 12 p.m. So the first 6 hours of the day you could pray according to Tanakama, Shacharit. Rabbi Yehuda Omer, ad 4 sha'ot. Rabbi Yehuda says no, till about 10 a.m. is when you could pray, only 4 hours into the day. So that is the end of our first step of the Gemara. Before we move on to our second step, we must understand 2 musagim, 2 concepts. The first concept is when we're praying, we say Ga'al Yisrael, and then right away, without stopping to speak or to stop and take a break from our tefillah, we must say Baruch Atah Hashem Ga'al Yisrael, Adonai Sevatai Tiftach, Ufi Agid Tehilatecha. That's called Somech Geula L'Tfilah. We say Ga'al Yisrael Hashem Sevatai Tiftach right away. We don't stop between the bracha of Ga'al Yisrael, and we right away continue and connect it to the tefillah, which is the Amidah. The next concept we need to know is called Vatikin. You might be familiar, as you see in the picture here, with Vatikin in your shul. Is a minyan early in the morning. They pray with sunrise. They start Amidah with sunrise. So Vatikin really is Anashim sheratzim la'asot et hamitzvot bizrizut. People that run to do mitzvot rapidly. They don't waste time. They have an opportunity to do the mitzvah right away. They run to do it. So we gave an example of the teacher giving out a book report is due in 2 weeks. So Vatikin would be an example of the people that right away do the assignment. And Anashim Reginim, regular people, would be saying, it's okay, I have 2 weeks, so I could wait till the night before or a few days before to do it. But Vatikin would be the ones to run and quickly do the assignment as soon as possible. Similarly, we're going to talk about Vatikin regards to prayer, people that want to pray right away, the first chance they get, with the sunrise. So, the second step of our Gemara is going to be the question on the statement that we made that according to the Mishnah, you're allowed to pray at least 4 hours into the day. Ureminhu, we have a stira, we have a contradiction on our Mishnah from a Braita. Mitzvata, ha-mitzvah shel kriyat Shema, im ha-netzach hama. The mitzvah of saying Shema is with netzach hama. Netzach hama is sunrise. Why? Why do you have to pray and say Shema right by sunrise? In order to do Somech Geula L'Tfilah, that you could say Ga'al Yisrael right after you finish saying Shema, and quickly run into praying Amidah. V'nimtza mitpalel bayom. So if you're saying Shema right before sunrise, and then you end up connecting and praying your Shacharit right during or right after sunrise when it's day, so the result would be that you're praying by day, and you get the earliest time possible. So this is a kushiyah, because how could the Mishnah tell me that I don't have to jump out of bed and pray right away with sunrise, and I have at least 4 hours according to Rabbi Yehuda, or I have till Chatzot, till midday according to the Tanakama? If I see a contradiction, I see a stira from the Braita that we're bringing down over here, that you must pray Shacharit with sunrise. So here I have a little graph that shows you the stira. You see the Mishnah tells us that you could pray at least 4 hours into the day, while the Braita tells you no, you must quickly pray with the sunrise. And that's our question. The Gemara answers this and says, no, ki Tanya ha'i. When was that Braita? Ki, when Tanya, the Braita was taught, ha'i, that one. When was that Braita taught? Lavatikin. That's talking about the people that run to do mitzvot. those people that want to do quickly mitzvot, that's what the Breita was talking about, that you must pray shacharit with sunrise. It wasn't talking about regular people. And our Mishnah was actually talking about regular people. And that's why it said you could pray later into the day, 4 hours into the day, or even till chatzot. The Breita, however, was talking about these special people that run to do mitzvot. They're called vatikim. And that's why those people would pray with the sunrise, with Netzach Hama. That's the third step. That's the answer to our question. Now we know why it's not a contradiction. And finally, the Gemara can't just give us an answer without proving it. So the Gemara brings a re'ayah. A re'ayah is a proof. Da'amar Rabbi Yochanan, because Rabbi Yochanan said somewhere else, Vatikin hayu gomrim ota ima netzach hama. The Vatikin, the people that run to the mitzvot, hayu gomrim ota ima netzach hama. They used to pray with the sunrise. So now you see that we have all 4 steps of our Gemara very, very clear. This is the Sikum HaShakla V'Tarya, the Sikum, a summary of the back and forth that we just discussed of the Gemara. So as a quick sum up, we're going to say step 1, Shalav Echad, Memra, is that the statement that was said that according to our Mishnah, you're allowed to pray till Chatzot or 4 hours into the day. Kushia, step 2, is a question. We see a contradiction. Stira. Lefi habraita tzarich להתפלל shacharit עם הנצח חמה. You can't pray so late. You have to pray with sunrise. So איך המשנה אומרת להתפלל לחצות? How could our Mishnah tell us to pray so late? יש לנו סתירה. We have a contradiction. And that's the word veraminu in the Gemara to show us that we're going to ask a contradiction from a Braita on our Mishnah. The next step is the tirutz, the answer. Step 3, shalav shalosh. הברייתא מדברת על אנשים שנקראים ותיקין. No, it's not a contradiction because the Braita that said you have to pray shacharit with sunrise was talking about these special people called vatikin. המשנה, however, מדברת על אנשים רגילים. The Mishnah is telling us what regular people could do. And finally, we had a proof, ראיה. Step 4, שלב 4, was Rabbi Yochanan limed שוותיקין מתפללים shacharit עם הנצח חמה. Rabbi Yochanan told us somewhere else that Vatikin would pray Shacharit by sunrise. So I hope this helped you understand the Gemara better. Thank you very much for joining me.